Why a military coup will never succeed in Abuja. In the history of Nigeria, coups have shaped the direction of power more than once. From the first military takeover in 1966 to several others that followed, the story has always been the same. Soldiers rising against the government, taking control and promising to fix the system. But there is something very important to understand. Nigeria of today is not the Nigeria of the 1960s, 70s, or even 80s. And most importantly, the capital city, Abuja, was designed in such a way that a military coup would almost be impossible to succeed. Let us go back a bit into history. After the Civil War and years of political instability, Nigeria's capital was Lagos, a crowded coastal city full of commercial activities, ethnic diversity, and easy access by land and sea. Lagos was the center of power, but it was also exposed. It was too open, too busy, and too accessible. Anyone who controls the radio station and the main military barrack could easily take over power and announce a new government to the nation. That was exactly how most coups succeeded back then. Lagos made it easy, but when General Murtala Ramat Mohammed became head of state after taking over from General Yakubu Gowon in 1975, he had a vision, a new federal capital territory that would not only unite the nation but also be more secure and more central. Sadly, his life was cut short by an assassination, but his ideas of moving the federal capital territory to a safer and more planned city continued. Years later, during the military regime of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, who himself survived several coup attempts, the move to Abuja finally became real. Babangida understood the danger of staying in Lagos. He had seen betrayal, blood and bullets at close range. For him, Abuja was not just a new capital, it was a fortress. If you look at Abuja today, you will notice that the entire city was planned with security and control in mind. The seat of power, Aso Rock Villa, sits in a naturally defended location surrounded by rocky hill. The city's major roads are wide, straight, and easy to monitor. Every route that leads to the presidential villa, the National Assembly, the defense headquarters, and other key buildings passes through several layers of security and police checkpoints. Unlike Lagos, Abuja is not a commercial jungle where anything can happen unnoticed. Every movement is observed. The city structure makes it very hard for any group of soldiers to secretly mobilize for a coup. Also, most of the country's major security and intelligence agencies are based in Abuja. From the Department of State Security Service (DSS) to the Defense Headquarters to the Police Force Headquarters, everything that matters is concentrated within a small, highly guarded zone. It's like trying to carry out a coup inside a military camp, nearly impossible. Even communication channels are better controlled now. In the past, coup plotters only needed to seize the radio station and announce that the armed forces have taken over government. Today, that strategy won't work. We live in a digital age. Information spreads faster than bullets. Within seconds, the international community, local media, and even citizens with smartphones will know what is happening. There is no hidden place. Another major reason a coup cannot succeed in Abuja is loyalty. The Presidential Guard Brigade and other special forces stationed around Aso Rock are trained and heavily equipped to resist any form of military takeover. They do not answer to the regular military command. They are directly attached to the presidency. This means that even if a group of officers tries to rebel, they will be crushed before they reach anywhere near the seat of power. The successive government since Babangida had strengthened this arrangement. Every new administration has invested in intelligence network, surveillance system, and rapid response unit to make sure that no one can surprise the government. Abuja was structurally and strategically built to resist such move. Let's imagine if a moment that a coup did happen by some miracle. What then? History shows that military regime once they take over hardly leave willingly. They usually promise to hand over to civilians, but it takes decades. Look at Nigerian history. Every military government extended its rule far beyond it promised. If by any mistake the military takes over today, it might take more than 10 decades, years, hundreds of years before they willingly hand over to civilians again. The structure of democracy, the constitution, the institution that protects citizens' rights, right, all this would be destroyed in one night. And let's be honest, the military of today is not the same as before. The younger officers were raised under democracy. Many of them have never experienced full military rule. They are used to constitutional order, international relations, and the privilege of peace. Most of them would not want to trade that for the rash and uncertain life of a junta. So when you hear rumor or speculation about a possible coup in Abuja, take a deep breath. And remember, Abuja was built to prevent that from ever happening. The roads, the communication network, the intelligence unit, and even the geography of the city itself all stand against it. A coup might succeed in a place where the government presence is weak, where communication can be hijacked, and where the military structure is divided, but not in Nigeria, not in Abuja. And even if such madness were to happen, the consequences will be far worse than what we think we are facing now. The military might claim they are coming to save the country, but history has shown that coup destroy more than they fix. So let's hope it never happens, because if the military takes over again, It may take generations, not years, for Nigeria to find its way back to civilian rule. Democracy may be slow, noisy, sometimes disappointing, but it is still far better than the silence of gun rules.